Hi spectators, welcome back. I am currently starting a new journey. It's a hair journey. I've been thinking about this for quite some time now. It just took for me doing my research and self-care and all that other stuff for me to really want to do it. And I didn't want to do it because people were telling me to do it. I wanted to actually feel comfortable in my own skin to be able to do it. And I am starting a lock journey, so I'm pretty excited about that. Don't mind like the green background. I stream video games, so I stream on Twitch. That's why you see that back there. And I don't feel like taking it up and down. I was doing my research on locks. They have a pretty beautiful history. And it's just gorgeous. They're gorgeous, and they look gorgeous on me. I just, back then, like, I don't know why I was so confident to put on full locks but not do actual locks. I don't know, but I finally found the confidence. There were like tons of methods to how you can get locks. There was interlocking, and then there was the comb coils, and then there's two-strand twists. You can also do it with braids or plaits, but I wasn't interested. I was stuck between comb coils or two-strand twists, and I wanted my locks to be a certain size. Like, I wanted to be thick but not too thick, so I wound up going with the two-strand twist. The reason why I say that is because I know a lot of people say comb coils help with thick locks, but the thing is, my hair type is already thick. I'm 4B to 4C. The last thing I wanted is for me to do comb coils and with my hair already thick, and then when it locks and everything like that, it winds up being too thick. So that's what I'm afraid of. So I'd rather do the two-strand twist. And I heard the two-strand twists are a lot easier to maintain and control, because the problem is sometimes when you do the comb coils, you try to style it, sometimes the coils could come out. So that's what I was afraid of too. I'm trying to keep my hair out of my hair. I was about to say my hair out of my hand. My hands out of my hair as much as possible. So the products I'll be using is the Tropical Roots Locking Gel. I've heard so much about this product right here. Like, I heard it was the best one when it comes to twisting and locking your hair. And I'll be using this for my two-strand twist. And then later down the line, when I need to retwist, I'll use this again because it said, well, first of all, this is a newer one. It's with pineapple and guava, but it says starts and maintains braids, locks, and twists. No buildup. Definitely brought me to this because with my hair type, it is prone to buildup. So for starters, I'm actually going to start with the back of my hair and then work my way to the front. I have my hair sectioned off into 16 parts because that's what I usually do on my wash day, and then I leave it in until my hair is dry, and then I'll take it down. So I can pretty much separate the sections how I want to. So I'm going to start with the back. Another thing I have to be careful with too is not pulling any hairs from another part, because that can affect my lock journey as well when it comes to retwisting everything. I don't want it to break because I pulled hair two different ways from one section. Like, I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to be extra careful when it comes to this process. It's gonna take some time, a lot of time actually. So I'm taking my braid down. Then I'm gonna take this out. I was so excited. Like, you guys just don't understand. Alright. Just one out. And the thing about this too is I don't want I don't really want it to be too full, but I don't want the parting space to be too big either, if that makes any sense. So I'm probably going to have to look back at my faux locks from when I had my faux locks and see which parting space I liked best. So, but this is my hair, 4B, 4C. So I'm going to go over my pictures just to see which one I will be following. So here's one good throwback of me. You probably can't see it, but that was another where I had faux locks. I think those sections were small but not too small. And then I was debating on this one that I had back then. I really like the size of those, but I just don't know if I want my locks that thick. Now this you can't really see too much. I'll repost these in the video, but like I'm just undecided because the red ones that you just seen is the same. Where's that photo? The same as this one. It's the same hair. So a lot came off the cap when I took the lid off. So I'm gonna just take off the cap. Like, take the product off the cap, so that way nothing's going to waste. It's not even a cap, this is a cap, but it was to seal it closed, I guess, so. Which is probably what I'm gonna do, because I just don't know what I want to do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I did my first 2-strand twist. Like, I'm so excited. Like, so here's how it came out. It's a good size. Considering how thick my hair is, that's a pretty good size. So, wow. That twist is juicy, honey. Okay, let's just continue because I done got so excited about this. Clamps aren't working because my hair is plaited and it's already in ponytails, so it's not holding up too well. But I finished my first section, 1 out of 16. And I have three 2-strand twists in. I'm really feeling it. They're pretty juicy. I don't really care about how my parting is or anything like that. I just want locks. I don't want my part neat and perfect because throughout me doing my faux locks, I find that I did not like my locks to be perfect. Like, that's just too much. So I'm winding up redoing this one because I messed around and grabbed hair and pulled it to a different section when it was supposed to go with this one. And that's why I say you have to be very cautious of that. Because when it's time to like retwist or something, it might like break off at its roots. And I don't really want that. So I had to figure out where that piece belonged and then just add it in there. Because this is the first day of me twisting. So it's easy to take a loose and just put it back, because if you discover it after like weeks of you leaving your hair long, it's gonna be a lot harder to take the twist down. So I'm really trying to be extra cautious of that. I think what I'm gonna do is just do this side, and then I'll do this side next. So something I would suggest doing, which I just noticed, it's like when you finish a section, run your fingers in between your parts. You shouldn't feel your fingers getting caught on any type of loose hairs that's been placed somewhere else. You want to make sure you fix that before you start to try to lock your hair, because if you wait too long, like I said before, it's really hard to fix and to just take down and go through all that mess. You're gonna have to comb it out and start over, and I know you don't want to do that, so just run your fingers through there. And by the way, I'm no lock expert. This is like my first journey. I've been doing my research, so so far so good. So I just currently finished another side of my head, and I'm gonna have to leave it like this because I have to go get a car inspection. I don't have to, but I need to because I have problems with it and I want to know what else is going on with it. So I'm gonna go do this car inspection. I'm gonna have to walk out like this, do my car inspection, and then just come back and try to finish this up. This whole side took me about two and a half hours because I got home around like 1 something. It's about 3:30. I had ate and everything first, and I also was like running my fingers through, like I said, to make sure there's no straggly hairs or anything like that, so I don't mess around and break off my hair when it's time for a retwist. It's not for a while, but you can't correct it once it's matted like that. That means you're gonna have to start over. So be back. Okay, so I am back, and as you can see, my starter locks have completely dried and they've completely shrunk. So they didn't take long to dry actually. So now that I finished that, I can go ahead and try to finish the other. I feel like this light is too bright now, but now I can try to finish the other side, and then I'll show you guys the results. Alright, spectators, so I'm finished with my starter locks. This side is more elongated because I just did it. So what I'm going to do now is count and tell you guys how many I have. And then that'll be the end of the video. So I'll do more updates as far as like retwists and all that stuff. You'll see everything. So day 1, 2/18/20. I'm not piecing out on y'all yet, so don't leave. I'm just going to count these locks because I don't want to be asked this question later on. At least it'll be in this video so I can remember. So let's do this. Okay, so I currently have 67 locks in my hair. If I didn't count that right, that's an estimate. I got 67. I didn't want my so I counted and I got 67 locks. If I didn't count right, it's an estimate, but I got 67. I didn't want my locks to be too full. I mean, when I say full, I mean like make them smaller and all over my head. Like I didn't want 100 locks. You know what I mean? I really didn't want no more than like 50, but 67 will do. My head is pretty small too, and I wasn't a fan of sister locks. Like, I don't want my locks that tiny, and I want mine to be a little bit more thicker. So this is what I chose, and I chose the 2-strand twist method, as I said before, because I did not want to use comb coils, and my hair is already thick as heck. Like, do you see how thick these got after it dried? This hasn't even dried yet, but you can like tell the difference. That's why I did not do comb coils. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm taking you guys on this journey with me. Later, spectators.